Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 100 of the Arsenal Canon podcast, part 2. This is obviously part 1 came out last week. Thank you for the support on that. We got quite a lot of support and yeah, we greatly appreciate it. Part 2 is basically just a broader discussion on Arteta, our views on him. This is obviously speaking before the Man City disaster, so our opinions may have changed slightly, but it's still an interesting debate. Tied in with a lot of downfall as we continue to consume alcoholic beverages. But yeah, so enjoy the show, and yeah, please leave a like in there and subscribe to We Love You Arsenal YouTube channel, and yeah, do whatever you need to do on Spotify, support us, because you would if you care about us, which you should. Anyway, yeah, just enjoy the show. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, technical difficulty part 2. This is what we're known for, peeps. This is what we're known for. We've changed our looks a little bit. The sun was getting to be too much for me, so I got on a little bucket. Alfie has some overhead headphones, and we're changing, man. We've got to change because we've got to evolve to grow this show even more. I mean, I know everyone in the world listens to it, but we need everyone in the universe to listen to it. Alfie, you were dogging on AFC Max 9. Carry on, please, because I love when you do that.
God. Yeah, this is the most disjointed, ill-structured podcast we've ever done. Because we've done it in 3 bits. I don't know how this is going to come out, but who cares? It's episode 100. I almost said 800. Fucking hell. I'm ahead of myself there. I know my voice will sound worse when I have headphones on. I don't know why it comes out like that, but that's what happens. Yeah, I was saying AFC Max 9. He said, I understand why if you supported Arteta fully before the season, you'd still support him. And that's sort of where I'm coming from. I think there are plenty of reasons to support Arteta based on the second half of last season. Our form, the way we turned it around, not just results, but the metrics we've better.
Yeah, I was surprised. AFC Max 9 actually made a very valid point there.
Did.
But also did not argue and did not debate. Like genuinely,
yeah, it was very good from him.
Excellent reason. Good from Max. Shout out AFC Max 9 being a reasonable person. Yeah, good stuff.
Shout out my guy. And I think the metrics were much better in the second half of the season. So I was coming into the new season thinking if we can improve our squad, which we have done, maybe. The extent to which we've improved our squad is a bit, questionable. But we have improved our squad from the team that was, had Odegaard and Smith in the second half of the season, which was like the 5th or 6th best team in the league in terms of the metrics. So I think there were reasons to back Arteta, and I think a few games into the season, with all the mitigating factors, the COVID outbreak, the injuries, the fixture list, which has definitely not been kind to him. I don't think you can necessarily swing, your full opinion after those 2 games. I do think, you can have worries and concerns, and I do have worries and concerns. I'm not convinced that Arteta is definitely the right man, and I think it's very possible that he isn't. But I also think it's very possible he could still be. It'd be very difficult to turn it around, but I don't put it past him because of, as the things I alluded to just there. And I don't think, I think the variance in this set of games we've had so far is just too big to make a definitive judgment to say, well, all the good work we've had, it's too small a sample size. All the good work we did in the second half of the season has just evaporated because of these 2 games, because of all the mitigating factors. So I think I'm looking at, 8 to 10 games in. I think that's when you can say it's a better sample size. That's when you can say whether the improvements we've made in the second half of the season have gone and the confidence has been sapped out of the team, or whether you could say, the signs of that second half of the season improvement are still there, and that should lead to a much better season this season. So I'm like, yeah, I guess you could say I'm sitting on the fence a bit, but I think it could go either way, but I think you have to take the risk a bit longer because of the structure we've built around Arteta and how difficult it would be to change all of that mid-season in particular. The fact he's
Very
the
true.
manager, not head coach.
Yeah, I agree. Now, and I just want to get this from all three of you, though. And I just want a number. I don't want bullshit. I just want a number, whether it be a single or double digit. 10 games in. We'll start with Rob because Alfie's spit guard's still hot. We'll go Mac. We'll go Alfie last. What place would Arteta have to be in 10 games in for him to be sacked? Rob?
For him to be sacked.
Mm-hmm.
For you to think he should be sacked, or for do you think the club would act?
I don't care.
I was about to say, I think they're very different, but yeah.
Yeah, I think so
I
too,
agree.
because I think the board would be like, oh yeah, he's whatever, he's 19,
Turn it around.
It's all the 10 games in, ain't there like 70 games in the Premier League season, right? Yeah,
I think
you.
Yeah,
I definitely trust you more than Kroenke.
I think 10 games in, if we're anything lower than. Okay, so in terms of for us, lower than 10th, I think would be acceptable to be sacked. But for the club, I would probably say lower than 15th.
Oh,
that's hard. I think I'm in a very similar boat. For me, I'd say lower than 11th, just because, especially because it's kind of early days,
Oh, and you've got to remember that there are, we're in this age of the Premier League where every year the top 10 teams are now very strong. We've got our Leicesters and Aston Villas, etc., who have improved exponentially over the course of the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. But I think for me as well, I would say, and to just hedge Rob's bet one further, I would say, lower than 11th. And I only say that because, especially early in the season, think about last season when the top two teams were Aston Villa and Everton, who went 4 or 5 unbeaten, right? Early season form points, I would argue, just matter less before Christmas or even before November. 10 games in, I think even if we are 10th or 11th, it's still, there's a place where we can turn it around. I think for me, if we're 12th or below, it's trouble. I think for the board, though,
I mean, Spurs were top of the league after
exactly
9 or 10 games lost.
Yeah, that's so true.
And they finished literally one spot ahead of us.
Yeah.
And I think,
and we were 15th.
Exactly. And City were 14th, remember? After 8 games, City were 14th place and they won the league. That's just how it works. But
and they ran away with the league as well. It wasn't just
won by over 10 points. It's it's different. I think I'm with Rob though. For me, if we are, obviously fighting relegation, but even 15th or 16th, if we are at that level after 10 games, frankly, it's inexcusable because obviously we have City, but after that it would mean, and party Arsenal's fixture list. We actually want to kind of get onto this, but
I think while you do that, I think it also rides a little bit on the discrepancy between sort of the top places in the league, sort of how far away we are from the top 4.
Right.
If at the end of the day we are 13th, 14th, but then again also 6 points off top 4, I think that's also going to be acceptable. Of course context is going to be required, and I think a lot also requires on how many games we win.
But
I know that directly correlates to points, but at the end of the day, that's what's going to either make fans happy or sad.
After City, though, we've got, Brentford, Chelsea, 2 losses. City, likely a 3rd loss. That's 3 games. Games 4 and 5 are Norwich and Burnley, which we should win, even though Burnley is away at Turf Moor, which is a hellish place to go with fans. Game 6 Game 6 is the North London derby at home, so hopefully we'll do something. Game 7,
Brighton away.
Game 7 is Brighton away,
there.
which Alfie will be going to.
Oh yes.
Game 8 is Arsenal Palace at home, which we should win by all accounts because Palace are shit away.
They're just
and they're
terrible.
just a bad team generally.
They're going
Dude,
down.
first of all,
I said this
with
before
Vieira
the season.
coaching especially, they're going down. No rap to Patrick Vieira, one of my favorite players of all time, but dude cannot coach.
Wait.
Game 9 is...
Ladies and gentlemen, technical difficulty, part 3. We're back, and we're ready to go, and I'm just going to do a little bit.
Good
We
stuff.
Look at this weirdo.
I think it was, I mean, so on the last topic, I believe it was me ranting about our idiot fixture list. The last 2 games we have, game number 9 out of the 10 we suggested is Villa at home, which, Villa, despite losing Grealish, are doing a decent account. Danny Ings scored a hype bicycle kick over the weekend, but other than that, they haven't been incredibly strong. And then 10th game is Leicester at Leicester. They've been very good this season, and I think will continue to improve. So, again, I think mid-table, boys, is reasonable for us, in terms of our relative success levels, and I think we can definitely be above 11th at the time that we do need to be, but at the same time, I don't know, it's not that I'm losing faith in Arteta, that like I said in the chat earlier, he really is his own worst enemy, in terms of his stubbornness, and the way he does refuse to change even when things do need to be changed. But yeah, that's kind of my final, little bit on my Arteta out point, but also on the fixture list. Yeah.
I just think, as you guys were saying, I think context is everything. Like, I don't think you can definitely, you can look at the position in the table and definitively make the judgment off that. I think I'm going to be that guy. I think you have to look at the metrics. Like, even if the results aren't... Why is Rob laughing? even if the performances, even if the results have been not great, let's say we've lost 6 out of 10 games, which sounds terrible. It is terrible, but the performances are very good. So distracting. Oh my god, I'm trying to give a serious answer. You can't see what they're doing on this screen. This just doesn't work for the audio listeners are going to hate this episode.
Dude, oh my god, it's so bad.
Sake.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's all about context.
ASMR. There we go, Danny. Sorry.
Oh god. As Rob said.
Oh shit!
This isn't a podcast.
It's
what
a
even
shit
is
show,
this at this point? I'm just going to drink some Magnum.
Fucking do it. Magnum sipper.
Oh.
Good God. All right.
I lost my train of thought. Train. Is it train or trail?
It's train, I thought. Train of thought? No?
Nah, who cares?
It doesn't much matter. To be honest, but...
Arteta, I really want you to do well, but you might not do well. End of.
Great analysis.
Sure. I mean, I think no, you're right though, Rob. I think it is at the point where...
In fact, no.
No, I think he either has to turn things around or he's gone by the end of the 10-game benchmark that we keep setting. Like, he genuinely is. The worst part is we know from his renaissance post-Emery that he can be a good coach, and he does have the ability, but I'm also cracking up because Danny is frozen and is just launching his chin into the camera right now.
This shouldn't be allowed on the internet.
It should. I was recording the whole time. Anyway. Shit. Regardless though, Arteta has kind of, I think we've played 2 games. The next 8 games until November or late October to really prove himself and cement his place. You gotta stop. Cement his place as the Arsenal manager because he has been put very, very much in charge of everything going on.
Imagine listening to this and not seeing it.
Damn it. For all of you who, if you've listened to this point and are expecting this to be a genuine podcast, please go watch the YouTube video. It will change your perspective.
Go listen to Arsenal Vision
It'll change your perspective
or
on
Arscast.
everything.
Where's Daniel's shirt gone?
Why?
Dude, the worst part is you said you were going to take your shirt off at some point, and you actually have as well.
I didn't hear that.
No, he
I've
said
got a
it-
thing, by the way.
Bro, he
I've
said
got a
it,
thing.
like, pre-podcast. Anyway,
I've got
never-
Rob being drunk as one of my things.
I've never had.
okay,
I've
so
never
that's,
had asthma before, but I think I'm having an asthma attack.
that's a drink for me and Daniel then, because Rob is drunk and
Yep.
also tired.
I am too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
For reference, this is,
I missed one actually. I had Mac referencing one of the writers from the We Love You Arsenal team, which you all said for me.
let's go.
I forgot about it. So that's Daniel
That's a drink
and
for
Rob.
Rob and Danny.
Oh, Danny.
I'm so sorry. Anyway,
This is going to be on the internet forever.
this pod has become a shambles, and
Resume.
we are so incredibly proud of it. The verdict, I think, that we've really all split is that Arteta right now should stay. But, his tenure at the club isn't eternal, and despite the fact that
Rob, take your shot, by the
yeah,
way. And
results
Danny.
may not have gone our way. He still has, I think, a little bit of time,
Isn't
at least
a
in
good
my
idea.
opinion, to prove his worth and to prove that he can run this club. Of course, as Alfie mentioned earlier, he has been handed the role of manager rather than head coach, so his role at the club is significantly more important, especially in the both kind of marketing and financial and transfer aspect of things. But yeah, I think someone mentioned this as well in the We Love You Arsenal chat, and I'm going on a tangent here, but someone said if
It's fine. No one
no,
else
but
can
like if
formulate thoughts.
Arteta goes, yeah, Edu also has to go. Simply just because they are not say peas in the pod, but like
That was AFC Max 9.
that was also a that's a drink for Rob and Daniel, by the way, because AFC Max 9 was mentioned. But
Again.
I also
Oh,
have
can't do it
Mac
again.
apologizing for a tangent.
shit, no, you don't.
Yes,
That's
I do.
perfect.
Do you want to see
Oh
it?
shit.
Yeah.
You know what,
I've
screw it,
got it too. I've got it
I'll-
too. He does it all
I'll
the time.
drink for that.
I've got it too.
I'll drink
I've got
for
it
that.
too.
Rob, we're
Go on
proud
now.
of you.
I'm down in this. Shall I down it?
Magnum sipper.
Just send it.
I'm not going to sip it. though.
Hey, my
Magnum
my
downer.
online
Oh,
voice
God, I
recorder
shouldn't say that.
was screwed up
Yeah.
for a second there, but I think it's
Yeah.
fine because I
It
didn't
wasn't
say
fine. He
anything
lost
of
all his
any
fucking audio for this
significant
bit.
As long as it's still going,
That's
that's
a
what
drink.
matters. Oh my
Danny demeaning himself,
value. Everything I
No.
said is separate.
I don't have
referencing his
that.
low intelligence. No, I'm not saying you have low intelligence, but you always say you do.
I see what you're saying.
You
Fucking
don't.
hell.
You're an extremely clever guy.
How could
Well,
you say
Ginger.
that to me?
I'm not sure, boys.
Ginger, clever.
Danny,
Do we have?
Amazing.
what did you make of Pablo Marie yesterday?
Oh, true. Let's talk about Pablo.
He was fucking shit.
I swear we've.
But what did you make of him as a man?
As a man,
Oh, he's
Terrible defender.
out.
Terrible defending.
Alfie's going
But as
for
a
setup,
man,
and it's
what
funny.
did you think?
Don't say the
it's
bait,
too
Danny.
easy. You have to learn how to manipulate better, like Mac. I won't fall into
Damn
your
straight,
trap.
baby. Damn straight. I'm the newbie to the pod,
True.
so they underestimate me.
Mac, which formation do you think we should play against?
City or Norwich?
Against City.
Or not Norwich, West Brom. Fuck. What? City?
Which formation? What defense do you think we should play?
I farted. Oh, Rob is gone. I love you, Rob.
Which Strawmation?
Which Strawmation? No. I think we definitely, listen, if we had to pick one, I'm a big fan of Arteta deploying that 3-4-3 with, with Tierney, Chambers, and Holding as a back line. Put Lokonga and Xhaka as the deep line midfielders. Maybe bring Maitland-Niles back into the squad, or put Nuno Tavares left wing back. We've got options against City.
I love that you're still trying to carry this.
Listen, dude, I am trying my very hardest here. It has devolved into chaos, and despite the fact that
Matt, the ball carrier.
I am 10%
Hussein
IPAs
Alwa.
deep. We're having a great time. I believe though, unless there's anything else we super need to say, Danny is dancing with his beer right now, and I love it to absolute bits.
Daniel, can you just call Pap Emery sexy, please? Just say it.
Just say the
So
word
I get a
sexy,
point or
Daniel.
something.
Say it, Daniel. Just say it, please, for Alfie.
He's just not my type.
Well, that's still it. Danny commenting on a footballer's looks.
Perfect. Done. Cheers.
And Mac, please refer to a 3 at the
Rob.
back as to what you always refer to it as.
What do I always refer to it as? I don't know.
You always
what
you always call it a 3 back.
Oh, true. So yeah, I think we should play a 3-back.
I know people who do that
in the upcoming fixture, whether it's against West Brom or
Drinks.
Wast Brem, if you know my boy Adriano. But general
I don't.
West Brom.
I don't know Adriano. I can't lie.
Goated YouTuber. Look him up. He's very funny.
Oh, okay.
But
I
anyway,
thought it was just a random friend.
no. He does YouTube
just,
stuff.
Just my boy Adriano from.
This pod has devolved.
The Brazilian striker.
Exactly.
from West
the
Ham.
Pez legend Adriano. But anyway, I feel like I'm hosting at this point. Do we want to go on
You
to
are.
the random transfer whatever shit that I made up, or do we want to go on to just marketing opportunity?
No,
and call it
let's-
a night?
I want to talk briefly about the evolution of the podcast.
All right, go,
Oh, yes.
Alfie. Say
You
your
got-
Do
shit.
some emotional
You
thing.
have-
Go ahead.
Well, I
you
thought
have-
Daniel should start it, as Daniel was the
Alfred.
official. Daniel's the founder.
Alfie, I appreciate your love. You have 1 minute.
How is this guy so gone?
Don't know.
It's this John
Culshaw.
I've not even had
Dude,
my whole Magnum.
The Jylai changes things apparently. Oh, also, Daniel has yet again waxed lyrical in the quote of my
Wax lyrical, I should
Dude,
write.
literally,
Shut up.
that is what I wrote. Daniel, quote, waxes lyrical about his beer. So, I'm not sure if that counts as a drink for Rob and Alfie, but I want
does.
it to be. So, in solidarity.
Actually, yeah, no, I think Danny should talk about you founding the podcast, your early days,
Okay.
how you brought me in.
I will.
Okay.
It's episode 100.
It
Yeah,
is
but
it is a
it's-
commemorative episode 100. Despite
Time
the fact
for a
that
bit
we're
of history talk.
pissed. That was foul.
Very emotional.
Come on, Daniel. Time for a history show.
You can see the tears in his eyes.
Before we bring this bad boy to an end, time for a bit of history.
No, to a close. To a close.
To a close.
It's
To
always
a close, 100%.
Yeah.
I look.
So I
His
started.
brother has lost it. He's lost
I
it.
started the podcast to put my voice out there because I always knew I wanted to write about sports. And then Arsenal, I discovered
yeah.
was my niche. I used to commentate for the soccer
Your
team.
niche. Your niche.
Yep.
Bro, didn't you start it recording on your phone in your car? Just chilling.
Fuck yeah, die, bitch.
Let's go, dude. I remember that from the last drunkcast. That was funny as hell.
I actually started choking. I thought I was gonna die.
Oh shit, my dog's just barked. Who has to drink?
I had that.
I had that. Alfie.
Who has Alfie,
Sip on
shut
that
up.
Magnum. Sip on that Magnum.
No,
Dude, this
because I
video
started
is
laughing
dead.
while sipping water.
Well, you got to sip on that Magnum, my guy.
Oh
Oh,
Al-
I genuinely
Alfie,
thought I was dying.
no. Alfie, shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
That was one of Rob's best moments.
Daniel, carry on.
Okay.
Keep talking
Hold
to
on.
us.
That's
talk,
a drink.
let's talk.
Story time.
Rob making
Stop.
Rob making general sigh at Alfie, Daniel, or Max antics.
You do not
Shit.
have that, you fucker.
You do not have that.
I do.
Oh, you rat. Oh, come on.
Bruh, I thought I was dying.
Look how drunk this
Can't
guy
lie.
is. Look how drunk this guy is.
Hey, speak for yourself, bro. Speak for yourself.
I'm actually not remotely drunk.
I have no food in my stomach apart from that donut. All I have is pure beer.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's why I'm burping up a
Yeah.
storm.
Do you want to speak more about the podcast, or you
Not
don't?
really. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Good lord.
I can take over if you
No,
want.
no. I in high school I used to commentate for the boys soccer team, and I was really underwhelmed with how little I was kind of able to display my. Yep, there we go. There it is, Alfie. Pull out the liquor.
mead.
The
You
mead.
alcoholic.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
I didn't. All I got to basically say, I was like a play-by-play guy, and I just got to announce over the PA in front of a bunch of people. I was like,
Color commentator.
no, not that though, not that.
Oh, he's like
I was
Lee
like
Dixon on.
I was like this. I was like, throw in for Northport. Free kick to Northport. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. Like, it was like the most boring thing ever, and I just knew I had too much personality for that, and I had to express it in some way. So I started the podcast. I started it with some guy who was about as consistent as Squadron Mustafi, and we moved on from him, and I found the bumptious.
So he would have been pretty consistent because Mustafi was fucking consistently
That's
terrible.
true. That's true.
Absolutely dreadful.
Maybe fine.
Utterly
Granit Xhaka. Let's say Granit Xhaka.
Fairs.
Okay. And then I had some video go viral on Twitter a few years ago. Alfie messaged me, and look at that, man, the scenes. And I was like, hey,
Oh
or
fuck.
no, he reached out.
Boys, that's a drink for the word scenes. So
Oh no, my phone. Never mind.
Rob,
Okay.
Alfie, enjoy. I'll
Yep.
take one too in solidarity because we're there at that point.
I'll tell you what.
My don't stop anything. My camera cut out for a second, so there would
Okay.
be a bit where I'm not on
That's
screen.
fine. I don't care. I'm done.
Oh well,
cutting
the listeners will probably be pretty happy about that.
Let's go. Let's hurry up.
Yeah.
I'll
did
all
you
right.
say,
So,
Daniel?
so wait,
I've-
are
what
we
did
on
you say?
Come
So,
on, I'm
Alfie-
getting sleep soon.
Daniel,
Our limit was
finish your
supposed to
story.
be 15 minutes.
True. It has already been 17, so let's roll it up.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well,
I've
yeah,
got
well,
to sleep. I'm falling
okay,
asleep on
yeah.
camera.
So then I came on.
True.
Oh, so are you guys?
he
are
did-
you guys telling the
I just
story?
wanna
Are
shout
you guys
out.
telling the story, or is it me?
Denny, finish your story, bro. Live your life. Live your dream. Live your dream.
So
I'm sorry.
So Alfie reached out. He said, hey, I heard you're looking for a guest on the podcast, because I was. I put a tweet out about that. Brought him on. He demanded consistency from me like a strong British manager, Graham Potter. And I was like, okay. And then I started taking it seriously. I got a microphone. I got all that other stuff, man. I wasn't just talking to a phone in the parking lot of some camp near my house. And now we've got two handsome fellows with us, and Mac Johnson and Rob Worthington, who've helped grow the brand exponentially. And
Shout out to you, Rob, for being both an incredible host and also very handsome.
I say it all the time.
Oh, stop it.
He's good looking. He's good looking. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I'd kiss him on the
So,
mouth.
so you three. Look at these three guys.
Thanks for clarifying.
Look at my three co-hosts. Beautiful people. Beautiful people.
Love you, Rob.
And let's just put it out there. It's a beautiful podcast
It
at
is.
the end of the day.
It is.
Alfie, anything
I
to
think
add
the
to my
story naturally turns to me here, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I should get the
Yeah,
attention.
have your moment. Have your moment, Alfie.
Always. It's your job, bro. That's how it
I want
works.
a moment thereafter.
is.
So go on.
Yeah, you will, and then Matt will get his.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Danny. He did 8 episodes by himself, which fair play. Bit
hold
jokes,
on,
actually.
guys. Hold on. iPhone 4
Oh.
storage full.
Okay, well, we could just not have you on camera for a little bit until
Deal.
you sort that out.
Deal.
Fair.
This
Wait, question.
is such a shit show.
Did you
Yeah.
delete
Keep
the video
talking, and
that
I'll
you
just be an
uploaded as well?
invisible man.
Just keep talking, Alfie.
Did you? So Danny,
Because as long as you got
Danny,
audio.
did you delete video that you uploaded to WhatsApp?
He's frozen. Right, I'll keep talking.
Excellent. All right, Alfie, just
I
fucking
saw
go. Enjoy chat.
Danny. I saw him. His thing that went viral, and I was like, yeah, I'll click on his profile, and it said, oh, podcast host. So I was like, oh, I'll DM him. I want to go on an Arsenal podcast. And he's like, yeah, you can come on. I thought it was like some mad established podcast. Turns out it wasn't. It was pretty minuscule. It was like,
I mean, to
Tim
be fair,
Pop.
the Arsenal Canon podcast does sound like an incredibly official name, despite the fact that
that's so true.
like 0 episodes
That is
at
true.
the point. It just sounds good. Like, props
Yeah,
to
it
Danny
does.
for branding it well. Fuck yeah.
He did. He started the branding, and we developed a partnership.
Yeah, man.
Eventually, we got Charlie Coleman on. We got Andrew Arsblog, and we got Rob Worthington, who did bits for the site. No, for the podcast. And then we made the site before Rob came on.
Yeah.
And yeah, everything went upwards, and then Rob became a staple, and then ECP was formed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
that's true.
I mean, post ECP as well. Like, let's be real. I joined because Danny messaged me and was like, hey, we have this other site. I think it was post the Dominic Soboslai controversy on Twitter.
Nah.
Oh, that was a big moment for the pod.
Yeah, exactly.
That was.
Extravaganza.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I defended Danny publicly.
They said it was xenophobic.
Yeah, exactly. And then fuck xenophobia. And then he messaged me and was like, hey, you're a boy. I think you write for, Painting the Arsenal. Would you like to also write for this site that I run with my mates? And I was like, dude, yeah, absolutely. Do you have a number on WhatsApp? So we chatted, and then I got out of the chat, and hell, I am now a senior writer and a co-host of the Extra Canon podcast. I'm just fucking lucky to be here, dude. Because I have the
such
honor,
romantic stories.
I have the honor and the privilege of hosting or co-hosting or sometimes guesting with these 3 amazing, splendiferous gentlemen.
Splendiferous
Oh, this guy is wavy.
You know what? You're damn right. But yeah. Anywho, I reckon, is it time? Do you think, Danny, for the last segment for the marketing opportunity?
I've got to give my bit.
We have to let
gotta
Rob
give my bit.
romanticize.
Yep, I agree.
I've got to give some.
Okay. So basically, it all started when I applied to write for weloveyouarsenal.co.uk, and I thought it was this site.
To begin with.
I thought I was so excited about this thing, and I put so much time and effort into writing this piece, and I even got like my sisters to like read through it to make sure that it was good, and then I submitted this piece, and then I wrote for weloveyouarsenal.co.uk for a while, and then I eventually came onto the podcast. I came on a few times, but I wasn't a permanent fixture,
We were a bit unsure about you at first. We were like, oh, who's this?
Really?
Who's this you? Is he good? Is he not?
Yeah.
It was a bit like, I don't know.
And I kept on saying, I kept on saying to my girlfriend at the time that I was like, I'm part of this group chat on WhatsApp, and I'm like, I keep on going on these podcasts. I just want to be part of this like podcast. I want to be one of the hosts. And then eventually I became a host, and it's all gone upwards from there. We've had the drunkcast, this drawer down here to my right. It's been through a lot.
Also,
it's been through a lot.
Rob references the drawer. That's a drink for Danny and Alfie.
Yeah, it's a beautiful reference.
You know what I had, which isn't going to happen? I had Rob throwing up from excessive alcohol.
Man.
That
won't be
like
happening
2
tonight.
a.m. for you guys. I don't think that's going to happen, but
I don't think so.
But
I just want to do two quick fire questions. Sorry to interrupt, Rob.
Yeah, go.
Best moments on the pod. Best 3 up until this point.
Oh, I know mine.
I've got one that sticks
boys,
out.
Before we do that segment, do you mind if I go pee for a sec?
Yeah, go.
Go. No, keep recording. You just go. We'll keep going.
I'll be right back.
Well, you can think of your moments while you pee.
Did you hear the alcohol
one of mine
glass as
just smash.
I'm not doing video
That doesn't
anymore because
sound
my
good.
phone's being ridiculous. So we'll just hear my voice for now.
So Daniel's just going to be blank.
Fuck it. You know I look
what
weird.
was I saying? Yeah, you do.
He still looks as he did. Yeah.
Yeah. My best one of them is when we pretended Daniel had got axed from the show. And then me and Rob are recording, and he just comes in. Hey guys, what the hell? What the hell?
And obviously,
How
like,
you gonna not tell me you were recording? You can't just quit the show. You can't take McDonald's out of. You can't take McDonald out of McDonald's. Like, oh my god.
and obviously, you guys as like listeners, like, don't like, weren't obviously there, but I just, like when we were planning to do that, it was just so like funny in the moment. We were just deciding that Daniel would like butt in, and we've just
That was joke.
that was one of the best.
Was this the intro to our
moments.
ECP that we recorded together?
No,
no?
it was. We're talking about Daniel coming in midway through.
True.
After we pretended he'd be an axe. The other one for me is getting Arseblog on the show. And Charlie Gilmore.
I mean, I think,
But that... Yeah,
and I think we can promise the listeners that we're going to do all we can to get some more like really big guests.
I mean, also shout out by the way to the fact that we've had guests like other writers like Max Mishkon. First of all, the boy has shown up on the Extra Canon podcast a number of times, but also people like Ross Kennerly, who's a long-term Arsenal writer. Like, we are as a brand genuinely expanding to cover a relatively wide area of Arsenal journalism, and it's incredible. I mean, I'm proud of you boys for carrying on the mission. It's been great.
Oh, cheers. I'm proud of you too.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Sorry if anyone said something to me and I wasn't able to respond. My computer's like jacking up. I'm not just being
right.
Yeah,
I've just realised. Come on, we've got. I want to be asleep in like 10 minutes. Come on,
we do?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go marketing opportunity, and then just call this a day because
Daniel,
it's been a stunner.
You are still the host.
So. Am I?
Yeah. Your video might not be on
the official host.
Despite
it's kind of like when like Thomas Vermaelen was captain but never played.
Despite your lack of
you're the
shirt,
official host,
you
but
are the
Daniel,
host.
but Max like
well, maybe
Mertesacker,
maybe when Mikel
captain.
Arteta was like that and Lauren Koscielny was constantly captain.
True that.
Mertesacker.
Or
when
Aubameyang was given the captain's armband and we all know fucking Granit Xhaka is the captain.
Don't. Okay, carry on, Daniel.
Okay. Alfie, that shows that you have learned so much from me. You're a Jedi Master. That you have started to use analogies, and I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. As a fellow American,
say marketing
Alfie.
opportunity of a lifetime.
Alfie.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Marketing opportunity, in Daniel's words.
Alfie, marketing opportunity of a lifetime. Let's hear it, man.
We love Arsenal. Okay.
Good stuff. Super quick. Love to see you.
That's iconic.
My turn.
All right.
So drunk.
Rob, go.
Rob,
How am I
you're
the
next
only
up.
one that's not drunk?
I don't actually have anything.
Just say the YouTube channel.
Dickhead.
Yeah, it's this brilliant WLYA Productions on YouTube. We've got WLYA blog on Twitter. We've got We Love You Arsenal on Instagram. We've got my own stuff. We've got AFC Insight on Instagram, which I never use. We've got FC Blogger 49 on Twitter. We've got Daniel Finton on Twitter. We've got Mac Johnson 221152.
Let's go. You got the number right, baby.
Yeah, we've got all this stuff.
So
just go and follow the
all
shit
those
out
numbers.
of it. And go ahead.
All right.
Mac, over to you.
Marketing opportunity for lifetime. Number one. I mean, I'll give to both the Flying Dog IPA brewed in Fredericksburg, Maryland, very close to me, and also the pretzel crisp as a food. It's like a pretzel but thinner, and it's a delicious snack. But my true marketing opportunity goes to all of the lovely writers of WeLoveYouArsenal.co.uk. People we've mentioned AFC Max 9 and James Withing and Sumaya, but we've also mentioned Max Mishkon, and we can't forget Charlie Maywood and all of the other brilliant
What a
writers
guy.
who write for us.
We have to say Alan
We
Riley.
do have to say
He's gonna
Alan
listen
Riley, the
and
author.
watch all of
Alan.
this.
The man-
He's going to watch Alan Riley.
Dude.
If you're watching this right now, comment.
Alan, my bro. Alan is the most active
Don't know.
Twitter personality
Comment.
that I follow.
Rob is a wanker.
I mean, with the amount
That'd be a lie,
That would
though.
mean we know
you're not
you've
wrong,
watched up
Alf,
to this
but
point.
Generally,
And then
just
someone would comment underneath
Yeah.
that this is misleading information and you shouldn't listen to it.
we love you, Arsenal boys. As a production team, as a writing, website, we've got amazing humans, and we are just a tight knit, cohesive group. And you know what? My final plug for my random marketing opportunity will be the fact that if you would like to write for weloveyouarsenal.co.uk, please email myself or Daniel or Rob or Alfie. Message us on Instagram or Twitter or wherever you can find us, because we are, it's an amazing site to be part of. We were, if I recall, in 2020, number 37 on Arsenal sites, and we're hoping to break the top 20 by the end of this year, because we're growing,
That's us.
we're thriving, we're having a great time. So shout out to the We Love You Arsenal boys, because shout out Aubameyang, which is on the right half of Rob's kit that no one could see according to my camera angle. But just generally, we're an amazing group of gentlemen and ladies, and we produce amazing content. So come say hi, come check it out, come apply. I am entirely not sober, so this ramp is going on way too long. Daniel, marketing opportunity of an entire lifetime. What are you saying?
Karma, bitch.
Drew?
Yeah, go check out Karma. That's a really good fitness bra. Like very
I
edgy.
love that one.
Yeah, do it.
Karma.
I've got one last drink thing. Mac.
Yep.
Mac obsessing or being extremely enthusiastic about his spotlight
Shit.
or marketing opportunity of a lifetime.
No.
Yeah. But I've come up. I need to go.
That's a drink for Rob and Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay, we need a song. What's our song?
What's our song? Something involving 100.
All right, so here's the deal. On YouTube, royalty-free
There won't be a
music.
song.
True.
Yeah, there won't be a song on YouTube, but on Spotify,
Hmm.
there will be a song. And all the other audio platforms.
Maybe something to do with the number. I almost said the letter 100. The number 100.
Remember me for centuries.
You know what?
No.
You could put that.
Yes.
No, we're not putting Fall Out Boy. Please no.
There's 100 M's by Dave.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Dave.
nice one.
Alfie,
Okay.
I'm tired of Dave.
I'm better with that one.
I'll find a song. Let's go. Right, Daniel Finton, show us out.
Who? I'm just kidding.
Come on, Daniel.
Ladies
Kill
and
it.
gentlemen, thank you for listening to this. You can't see me anymore, but I still have my shirt on my head and no shirt on my torso.
Audible expedition of a lifetime.
Thank you for
That's your
tuning in,
phrase.
watching, and listening to this audible expedition of a lifetime. It's been the Arsenal Canon Podcast Extravaganza, episode 100, the Drunkcast. And we've done it.
Hell yeah, we
We've
did.
made it.
Bye.
We have
100.
survived, and we will see you on the next time on 101. Until then, however, take care. Say hello to all your cool uncles. And you know what? Just wear a shirt on your head, because be you, right?
True that.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Adios.
And that is a wrap on episode 100, part 2 of the Arsenal Canon podcast. I hope you enjoyed whatever that was, because I certainly did not enjoy editing it, as you could probably tell from the countless mishaps and missing files, and it's just an absolute mess. It was the first time we've done it, so there were some teething problems, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed that absolute shit show. And yeah, you can find us on Twitter at WLYAblog, or me on Twitter at Alfie Culshaw. And yeah, we're going to have a lot more videos on this channel, not just podcasts, but yeah, so keep out, watch it, and yeah, cheers.